So it's just announced that Amazon is going to be publishing NCSoft's upcoming Throne and Liberty MMORPG, which is interesting because NCSoft has traditionally, I think, published all of their own games. So it shows an amount of faith in what Amazon has been building with their publishing studio, and perhaps the growth of Amazon continues into 2023. And a lot of people have looked at Amazon's game department and said, it's really not doing that well. But they continue to find new partners and continue to expand their library. So I think it's something that's at least successful enough that it's growing, and that's nothing that should be sneezed at because I'm a big fan of more is better, and I always want more video games. So whoever's publishing the games these days, I don't really mind. Now, I'm not really hugely into MMORPGs this year. However, there are a couple of games that have sparked my interest because of the fact that they are crossplay games. I'm kind of growing out of MMOs on the PC. A lot of that is just because I've got really bad tendonitis in my left hand, especially with my ring finger and my pinky finger, which is just, it's a long story. It's not only related to gaming, but also writing like 20 million words in the publishing world over the last, 12 some years. And then before that, construction and wringing sponges all day and everything else. So I can't sit here and do the WASD keyboard thing all day. So I'm a huge fan of any game that I can play with a controller. And so when I saw that this was going to be available on the Xbox and PS5 as well as the cons or as well as the PC, I went, oh, I'm actually kind of interested in this a little bit because that means I can sit down on the Xbox and play the game and enjoy it at my own leisure, how I see fit. So that's one of the only reasons that this game caught my eye. It has a kind of a blend of Western art style with the Eastern art style, so kind of like that anime style, which is normal considering who the company is and who has developed their games. Let's take a look over here. They've got this really cool website. Honestly, this is one of the better websites I've ever seen. If you aren't tuned into what they've got going on over here, it's got tons of great visuals like this. There's just lots of amazing animation sequences and cutscenes as you go through the website. Now, the thing that I don't have enough information on is the game going to be any fun? I just don't know yet. I'm not really, they spread some keywords around. I read through this article over here. I have to switch back to dark mode. Where did it go here? Yeah, their read through, and this is Gamasutra, or Gamasuda, excuse me. Gametsu. I'm mispronouncing that. So this is when they get into like the key feature stuff. When they talk about key features, my eyes just kind of roll because all MMORPGs have these to some degree. A world purely your own, multiple paths to victory, a living, breathing world, gameplay for everyone. Buzzwords like that don't really do anything for me, but this art style looks pretty cool. And you can kind of scroll down through the website. Throne and Liberty. There's no certain path to your destiny. Everyone starts from the same beginning. Epic travels, pinnacle of the world, accumulate wealth, enjoy the company of others, a world purely your own, blah, 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 blah. It's a lot of buzzwords and a lot of keywords, but they do seem to have a pretty cool um, array of visuals set up and some backstory here and lore on the website. So if you want more information on that, you just need to go to, I'll link it down below. It's tl.plaync.com. Um, and you've got all sorts of great visuals that will help get you inspired into researching more about the game. What I don't know enough of yet is just whether it's going to be something I'm going to enjoy. Like I said, it seems to have a rather kind of honestly, I read through the story, which we can bring that tab up here. This story doesn't sound that. It sounds a little generic. In the star of Syllaves, it is rumored that fragments of the seal stone containing the Syllaves, goddess of destruction, were scattered around the world like stars after the stone was shattered. Hang on, go back to number one. I didn't finish reading. Those born with the power of these stars were called star children. Oh, wait a minute. So hang on. You're going to be a star child, which means you're going to be a prophesied one. That sounds a little, yeah. Lupius seized the throne of Celestia with the back of the Archim Legion, started a brutal war. So there's a war. Guilds formed. Allied resistance forces wanted to stalk the Archim Legions. Okay. Meanwhile, this wizard was secretly protecting the Star Children so they wouldn't become exploited as tools of war because they're all prophesied ones, remember? The leader of the Archean legends dispatched the witch Calanthea to the Children's Islands to take them under control. The island was destroyed due to the invasion of Calanthea and the Archean legions, and Clay Carter, apparently somebody I'm supposed to know who that is, evacuated the Star Children. Khazar continues to pursue the fragments of the stars, i.e., the Star Children, to seize absolute power and satisfy his greatest ambitions. And finally, as time went by, the Star Children grew up to become apprentice Resistance Army soldiers. So that sounds extremely generic. So you're going to start the game and you're going to be a Resistance Army soldier, but you're a destined one. You're a Star Child. And you're going to have to. Hang on, where did it go here? You must leave Wisp Island and head to Lasland to develop the power of the stars and free Silesium from the Archean legions. That story sounds incredibly rote and generic to me. Now, I know that like when Lost Ark hit open beta, I tried it, and regardless of the visuals, I just couldn't get past the, it just some of the story elements are really generic. For me, story is everything, and that's a hard sell for me when the story is generic like this. But like I said, the visuals look amazing, and if they have some sort of an open beta trial thing as it gets deeper into development, I'm definitely open to trying it. Knowing the way that NCSoft has done things in the past, if this is like a Guild Wars title where it's going to be, buy to play, and then you just own it and you go from there, I might pick it up. If it's free to play, I will definitely try it. Matter of fact, do they say if they're have they said what if they're doing anything about gameplay for everyone? It doesn't say how it's monetized. And I don't know if they've got anything on the website that said otherwise. Is Throne and Liberty free to play? We have no release date yet. It's plans to be released in the first half of 2023. Huh. All they've said so far, according to this website, which I don't know if this is true or not, says that the business model hasn't been brought up so far, and neither have the storefronts it will launch on. So no one knows yet what it's going to be. Man, if I had to guess, if they're trying to do a traditional MMO, they would probably do free to play with microtransactions. But they might choose to do the Guild Wars model where it's buy to play and nothing after that. Remains to be seen. In any case, it's something that I'm at least keeping an eye on. I can't say whether or not it's something I would play yet because it's way too early for me to know. I need to know about the business model, how much it's going to cost. You know, what are the reviews from some other people? Do I get the chance to try it in open beta? Because if it's something where I could try it, I've tried several of the open beta games recently, and every single one of them within 2 hours, I'm just like, nope, that's not for me, and I'm off. As opposed to, I'm really enjoying single player RPGs right now, and these games that have these massive open worlds. So remains to be seen. It looks cool visually. It's a very pretty looking game, and if they can actually make that generic sounding story cool, it might be worth looking into. I don't know. Love to hear your thoughts down below. Drop them there if you want to support the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, join as a member, hit the super chat or the super thanks buttons, depending on when you're watching this. And of course, don't forget the Patreon page. We have a Discord. Links are down there. I'll see everybody next time. Until then, stay safe, everybody. Happy gaming.